So, for anybody watching, this is our team call. Gerald has stayed on here while the others are listening, and one of the reasons is because we found a problem that I don't know. I got a message from one of the stores that we handled today saying, hey, their leads are real off from what they should expect. And, we've actually increased advertising budget for this store. So, why is that happening? What do we do to figure out what is happening? And is the money that's being spent actually doing anything that's worth it, or should we not? So one thing we found, and Gerald's prepping it right now to show us, is that this store, we've actually spent more money on Google across VLAs, branding campaigns, so on and so forth, PMAX full builds. And we've actually gotten more form completions, like a significant amount, and validated it within the website. So he's going to show on analytics how we debug to make sure like the events in analytics are tracking the right stuff. So Gerald, are you ready for that?
Yeah, I can share my screen right now.
Yeah, let's see what you got.
Start. Okay. Okay. Do you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're currently at the Google Tag Manager. So we wanted to test events or basically conversions. So I always wanted to do it in Google Tag Manager, but we can also use analytics to run it alongside it. So we can run both at the same time. So in analytics, let's just go directly to the debug view. So once it's pulled up, it automatically is running. You just have to open up the website and start navigating, and this will start recording as well, like what's happening, even page views, all events. But I also wanted to pull up Tag Manager, just go on Preview and Tag Assistant.
Quick
So
question.
mhm.
Why do you want to use both?
I wanted to use both so that I can make sure that it is firing or being detected, because there are some events that you only have in the container. So for example, you have conversions you created inside Google Tag Manager, should be able to track that. But actually that's the same in analytics. You should be able to track everything here as well, even your Tag Manager conversions. I just wanted to have it tested in the Tag Assistant so that I can have a direct view for the analytics events versus the Tag Manager events or conversions.
Cool.
So this is that. But you can use either because all events should be detected there.
Yeah,
Uh,
I bet you there's a difference. That's why I asked. Like,
yeah, there's a difference.
is it better
It's
to set up an event over here versus over here and test one over here versus over here? Because I'm so used to Google Tag Manager, but Google Analytics might just be a better way. And I know on this specific account, the events are really inside GA4 or Google
yeah,
Analytics instead of Tag Manager. So,
that is correct. But yeah, in this account as an example, we're really mostly using analytics for our events. So I think it's better. But even those events should be trackable in Tag Manager. So let me show you a bit of the difference. So when you go to Preview in Tag Assistant, you just go to the home page. Hold on. More time.
this is going to be hard for James to blur.
Oh yeah.
I feel bad for you, James.
So let's go back to the home page.
He gives us a thumbs up.
And as you start, you should be able to detect tags firing.
And while you're setting
There you
this
go.
up and you kind of have this, I just want to explain to the audience, what are we doing? We are essentially looking at using two different lenses, okay? Let's picture
Hmm.
two different lenses of a magnifying glass or a pair of glasses or whatever. And we are essentially looking at the website to ensure that we're monitoring all the right actions on the website. So before someone submits their information and becomes a lead, as an internet lead, because many of us view internet leads as the most high intent and some of the best quality, before someone becomes a lead, they do a bunch of things on the website. And that's essentially the two lenses that we're looking at right now are viewing all the different things that they're doing on the website and ensuring that we are tracking the right things on the website correctly. So this is really like a technical marketing sanity check. We want to
Mhm.
ensure that everything's right. Almost like a in car dealer lingo, it'd be like a PDI, you know, pre-delivery inspection. We're going through, we're checking all the stuff. You got to do it periodically, so on and so forth. So sorry, Gerald.
Yeah, that's right. Um, so I just pulled up uh the website, and as you can see, both tag assistant, it shows differently. So for everyone, I think it'll be easier for you guys to see events or to like uh monitor or like test it if you're looking at the analytics dashboard, debug view dashboard. But in tag assistant, it's not all in here. So if example, let's try to fire one event that's in GA4 and that is not directly in tag manager.
Mm,
So
yeah.
let's try to go in one of the cars here. Again, sorry, James, if I'm loading different pages.
Don't know how you're gonna do it, man.
Yeah. So let's try it. So actually, form start should trigger here without us needing to submit it first. So let's do that. So let's trigger form start already.
All right, so while he loads this, this is one of the key events that we want to track, and it's to start a form. It's not necessarily to
Mhm.
complete it, it's to what is the trigger, Gerald? Is it when someone clicks the button to start the form? Is it when someone actually starts filling in their information? Like, which one are we tracking? If you could explain that, that'd be great.
Yeah. So there are different events you can track for a form submit or for form engagement. So first is once they open the form, which in our case we're tracking as open. So that means someone. This may not count anything as an open, but there are some forms where you have to click a button for the form to show up. So that should be counted as open. And for start, it may be form start or form engagement. When someone tries to input something, like for example, I type in the first letter of my name, that should already count as a form start or a form engagement.
Cool.
In some cases, when some this may not be applicable to the specific form I'm working on, but there are some forms with multiple steps. So when someone clicks a button to fill out the next information, there are next layer, which is called in our case continues. So and then before the form submit. But most forms here in the BDB should have just three steps: open, start, and complete. Once I click this confirm availability, that should already be counted as complete, as long as the information are filled out correctly. Because if, for example, I hit this and there's an error, this should not count as conversion
Cool.
or a complete submission.
Yeah, this vendor, to bring everybody up to speed, we've talked about ASC events a lot on this call. This website vendor does not, I repeat, does not use ASC events. We don't
Right.
use them here. They use custom events. I actually prefer the way they use custom events because it's a lot simpler and easier to understand. The one thing that we're doing, though, is ensuring that their events are working correctly. So,
Yeah, or as intended. So let's see. I detected the form start. So there are default events in this in the analytics account. As you guys know, form start is one of the default events that's being tracked by Google or analytics. Uh, and again, like what I mentioned for the GA4 events, if you did not create um, a tag that is firing from a GA4 event, you will not be able to track it in this container. So again, that's why there's the reason there are different containers on the top. So you'll have to go to the container specific to GA4 to see events, which events fired in there. So like this one.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
okay, I understand now because when I originally used Google Tag Manager, I wasn't in the right container. Therefore, I couldn't see the GA4 events because
Right.
that container did not contain the Google Analytics tag, evidently. Is
The
that correct?
GA4 tag. That is correct. Yep.
Cool. So it's all about the buckets. Like, which bucket are we looking into?
Yeah. Yeah. I always wanted to look at this one. Whichever platform you're used to, I think they're both tracking pretty good and accurate. So whichever you're comfortable, but I'm comfortable using this since I am able to like separate the tag manager events and as well as the GA4 events. So
That's cool. I like it.
yeah. So that's that. But notice one thing I've seen already. I'll have to confirm if oops if this confirm availability has a start conversion equivalent to our custom events from the vendor. I mean from the site provider. So, but nothing was fired. No form start was fired when initially did this. Form start fired, but it's the default event from
Yeah.
analytics, nothing from
You know what,
the one
though?
we're using.
That's okay because I want to share my screen here for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the problem, in which pretty much preempted this whole thing because it happens. So this is the back end. This is the back end of the actual website CMS. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem is, okay, we got less leads, but we spent more money. What's happening? That's the precipice of what pretty much started this whole conversation. Now, here's the back end of the website because when I looked at our key event reporting, we actually generated more key events. And not only did we generate more key events, we generated more form submission events, complete form submission events over last month in a significant amount, which means what? That means that we should have more website leads, and we don't, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
just to kind of showcase, today's the 22nd of December. This is 1st through 21st of November, and you can see here 106 complete check availability forms on this site, the site that Gerald's testing right now.
Mm-hmm.
We look at the same store, 1st through the 21st of December now, and we look at the same amount of complete check availability forms. We have 163.
Right.
We went
Yeah.
up by 59 complete check availability forms. Why are completes so important in this context? I want to flip it back over to Gerald. If you can explain that piece, what's the significance of a complete?
Yeah. Complete is really significant. It's basically your primary conversion or our primary conversion. We don't want to track people just filling out this form or just clicking, just doing button clicks. We wanted to capture the lead, and complete is tracking everything or everyone that's completed this form. So,
Why don't we
but that's
just
why the
do a
name is
test
complete.
form? Let's just do one.
Yep. So let me just have a phone number here. They can use this one.
Why don't we put you got to make the phone number real, and sometimes the CRM, when they see test anywhere, they'll flag it in a spam folder. I want to make sure this one
Okay.
goes through. So just put, I'll give you an email to put.
Okay. Can I just put my name as well?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it like you're going to buy this vehicle.
Do you want me to put my just my email?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And then your phone number, I assume?
Yeah, do 544-9192.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is a test submit.
Actually, can
Is
you
that
not
fine?
put test anywhere? Because I'm worried that it'll get flagged.
Okay. So just leave the comments empty.
Yeah, I'll go in the CRM and mark it. And that's a big thing too. If your advertising company doesn't have or doesn't ask for your CRM access, I think that's a problem because they should know your leads and they should be able to track it. I'm in there all the time going over conversations.
Hold on. It's not letting me submit it.
Ooh, confirm availability is stuck. Did we uncover an issue?
Yeah. Let's try it again.
Yep. Again, we're trying to break something. While Gerald's doing this, we're trying to break it. Essentially, find a point where it doesn't match because something doesn't make sense. There would be, while he's getting this set up, I'm just going to talk to this. There would be more internet leads upon more completes. If someone hit the complete button, that means they put what? They put in their information, they put in their first name, last name, email, all that stuff. They hit confirm availability. Therefore, we should have more internet leads. Now, one might actually say, well, maybe you do, but maybe there's just a lot of duplicates. Great point,
Mm-hmm.
right? Great point. There might be, but upon my initial check, duplicates weren't the problem. So, okay, what do we find, or what have we found so
Okay.
far?
So yeah, I submitted it. Didn't get the confirmation that my form submission went through, but see that it already fired the complete check availability.
Oh no.
Yep, did fire it. So you have to ensure that my submission went through as well. Maybe just didn't load up a message, which is not good. So
No, that's
it's
really not good.
also
Okay, wait, I'll pull
check it.
open the CRM on a different thing and
Mm-hmm.
see if your lead went through.
Yep.
Not yet.
Okay.
But sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Why
Yeah.
did you not get a confirm complete message?
Yeah. That's will be one of the main question. I submitted it, and the fact that it fired the event for completes, which is supposed to fire only when a completes when a successful submission happens, means something is definitely not right.
Yep.
So
I'm doing another one on my end to see what happens.
yeah, just to make sure.
Same thing happens mine. Oh no, now it says submitted. You'll be hearing from us soon. It just loaded.
Okay, that's good. Maybe just the connection.
Yeah, I keep getting you'll be hearing from us soon. Submitted.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's a connection, man, because your event triggered it
Exactly.
and it still didn't work.
So yeah, I'm wondering if failed submission like this fires that event, which it shouldn't. And I wonder if this happens to some users as well, or they're not sure if their submissions went through. So,
It's definitely
but
happening.
yeah, yeah. But based on the firing, we definitely see complete checkability did fire. Maybe let's try a different form.
Yeah. Too bad you can't try a different browser.
Yeah, I was using it in here.
Yeah, so this is the kind of stuff that happens. And sometimes we just don't know why, right? Sometimes there's technical
Yeah,
glitches, sometimes there's things that just don't make any sense. Or a bunch of activities being fired but isn't necessarily resulting in anything significant. So the reason that we go to key events, it's more of the marketer's job to report on traffic in key events. Because key events are what? They're actions. So, okay, if we break it down to like a car dealer example, let's look at it like this. You know, how many deals are delivered when someone gets to your store? Maybe it's you sold 100 cars in a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you track how many ups you had or how many people walked through, that's the next layer back to see, okay, we had this many ups, we had 300 ups, and we sold 100 cars. So we have a 33% closing ratio, right? Essentially, that's what we're doing, but in a different stage of the process. So if we look at a lead, let's count that as, in our world, a car sale, right? Because essentially that's what it is. That's our final activity that we want to generate. It's not our job to do anything past that activity. We generated the lead. We generated the opportunity for the store, right? So that's our car sale. So what Gerald's checking with all these key events, that's essentially checking what? That's like the digital up. It's the digital up, the digital sign of intent, of life, of buyer engagement. So that's why it's so important. What do we find, man? Anything?
Yeah. For this one, I opened this. Pretty sure it did click or open this form once. One immediate thing that I can see, open five, 3 times. So again, this one of the main reasons, additional reasons we should go for just completes. Notice how this fired 3 times, which you can also confirm here. So this can inflate definitely your conversions if you're using opens as well. So notice how it fired 3 times. In fact, I just opened it once. And to confirm that, that's why I wanted to have tag assistant alongside it, is to make sure it recorded the same thing, and it did. There's all read, open, conversions recorded here as well. So let's make sure that that doesn't happen on
The complete.
the submission, the completes. Yeah. We have an address.
I'll give you an address.
Okay.
You know what? Just if you could use the address of I don't know. Use Google's address
Okay.
here. Interesting. I have VinSolutions open too, as that's the CRM. My lead
Mm-hmm.
came through.
Yours went through, right?
Yeah, mine went through, but I got the little submit like you have, like the thank you page in essence.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're going to continue to test this, and Gerald's going to continue to see. But this is the kind of stuff that needs to be checked because we find events break, and quite honestly, that's a red flag because guess what? All of our digital campaigns are doing what? Their primary North Star, their primary goal in life is to get more of these key events. That's their only focus.
Mm-hmm.
That's their focus is just get more of those at any cost. Right? So if the thing that we're trying to get is broken, it's going to throw off all of our performance. So,
Right. Yeah, that's why it's really important to have an accurate conversion tracking. So yeah, let's try and continue submitting this form.
yeah, 630-544-9192.
Yep. Agree.
What happens? What?
Oh no.
Skip that
All right,
step.
skip this then. Okay, this gave me the car information.
Yeah.
So it should have a complete. Let's wait for it. There you go. So I love this view as well because you can see the time where the conversion fired and order of when they fired.
Yeah, that
So
is very helpful.
yep.
So what if we notice the confirm availability because of the way it's set up, even completes,
Mm-hmm.
they're not really a complete, are they?
Yeah.
Do you think
Looks
that's
like
a problem?
yeah, that may be a problem, but it happened just to me. So I would like to have more tests on it.
Okay.
So
But we did find
yeah.
an error though, which is cool.
Yeah, we did.
We
We
found an
did. Yeah.
inconsistency with how the site performs, which is a disconnect between the key events that we're tracking, our digital ups, and the leads that we're getting, our version of digital car sales. So that's cool.
Exactly.
I like it.
Yep.
Anything else to talk about?
Yeah. Yeah, just adding up to what you said. If this is just location issue on my end, if it's blocking my location, which it's clearly not. So I think that would be the only reason I can think of why it didn't fire on my end. But as we can see, the other form I submitted went through. So might just be an error with that specific form that I filed earlier. But yeah,
Sweet. All right. I'm ending it there unless you have final thoughts.
no, that's all for me.
Cool. Guys, this is a technical one, but this is the kind of stuff that our team does day in, day out, and this is the kind of stuff that we need to do because guess what? This is the North Star of digital ad campaigns. It's all about key events. That's what Performance Max is geared to do. That's what VLAs are geared to do. This nitty-gritty detail stuff is the difference between not selling more cars and selling more cars because it's giving
Yeah.
you more opportunities. It's giving you more of those digital opportunities to lead to more real opportunities to lead to more what? Car sales. So that's all we got. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.